athletes in the nation in this race as we look at the Pac-10 meet record, which was set last year by Alicia Johnson. 2:01.74. And from Stanford, that is Alicia Fulmer, who will be in lane 6.
And Alicia Fulmer was third in that 1500 just a few moments, well, not a few moments, but an hour or so ago, running 4:23.65. And this is a very, very tough double. That's 4 races in 2 days in 90-degree weather.
And in lane 4, that's the sophomore from Oregon, Zoe Buckman, who has had some very good races under her belt this year.
A bit of a sleeper here. She's from Australia, a very, very top-flight junior athlete that came over to the University of Oregon and certainly is going to make the race honest for Alicia Johnson, who is all everything. This is a woman that made the U.S. World Championship team, won the USA Outdoors last year, won the NCAA Indoor and Outdoor last year, however, has not really put together a great race yet this year.
You talk about Lionel Larry, this is another one of the toughest athletes on the track. To beat her, you are going to absolutely have the best race you've ever had.
She is the female Lionel Larry without a doubt. There is no doubt about it. She likes to take the lead from the front, and you can see her doing that right now. She has that trademark flower in her hair. Now that's Mackenzie Pierce of Cal, her teammate, who's tucking in right behind her. And Alicia Johnson is not going to allow this pace to lag. Even in the heats yesterday, she went out in 58 seconds for the first 400. And you can see Zoe Buckman tucking in right there for the first 200. A nice 27.9.
And Alicia Johnson always liking to control the pace from the front. We've watched her do that for the last 2 years. She did it in making the U.S. team that went to Osaka last summer. She did it at the Pan Am Games down in Brazil last summer. It's just the way she is comfortable running, and she may want to mix that up a little bit when she gets to Beijing and gets into those rounds of the 800 as we come up to the first 400, and roughly right around 59 low for Alicia Johnson.
And Pierce and Buckman having a little tango over there, 59.4, and Pierce tucking again right in behind her teammate. Now yesterday Pierce went out very fast in the prelims and faded right about at this mark, and you can see, look at the strength of Alicia Johnson. You talked about Lionel Lariato, and Alicia Johnson is cut from that same mold, just very, very, very strong. She's not the most artful runner, but she may be the toughest.
You've got to want it, and at this point, when you are the NCAA champion, you have a big target on your back, and the way you put people away is to push the pace, and that's what Alicia Johnson has done. And look how much easier she's made the race.
She just made a big move on Buckman, 1:30 through 600, so she's going to run about 2:01 here, and this is the most impressive performance thus far this year for Alicia Johnson. We've got the clock on the screen, and no better time for it than right now. She is putting on a virtuoso performance, Dwight.
Tony Sandoval of Cal has taught her how to run hard in that third 200, and look at the gap she created as she just misses breaking 2 minutes here at the Pac-10. Zoe Buckman hanging on for second place, and we'll get who finished third for you momentarily, but Alicia Johnson so far ahead, and it's because she just gunned it in that third 200, which is what every coach will tell you have to do in this, maybe the second toughest event in the sport. I always think, of course, the 400-meter hurdles, but Alicia Johnson, just another day at the office for her winning once again the Pac-10 championship.
And one thing for Alicia Johnson, as we look at the NCAAs and the West Regionals and everything like that, right now she's the second fastest collegiate runner of all time with her 1:59.29 from last year. And I think, judging by the way she looked today, Susie Hamilton's 1:59.11 is in jeopardy at some point in this year, and that goes back to 1990.
Maybe at regionals.
So Alicia Johnson already pretty well recovered from that 800, and we'll go down to Lindsay Soto.